Hello, my people. Good day to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for tuning in every single day. Thank you for joining me on this and today's episode of Daily Mind Shift. My name is Michael Ojuola for Mindset Transformation Africa. And on today's episode, I want us to talk about trading our time. Let me anchor today's episode on this statement. Whatever you trade your time for, that is what you become. Whatever you trade your time for, you become. Whatever you trade your time for, that is what you become. Time is, I believe, our most precious and finite resource. The one thing we can never get back once it's gone. Yeah, how often, let me ask you this, how often do we find ourselves squandering our time on activities, on relationships, or on pursuits that do not align with our values? On pursuits, on relationships, or activities that do not align with our aspirations. The truth is, whatever we choose to invest our time in shapes our identity. Whatever we choose to invest our time in shapes our beliefs. And whatever we choose to invest our time in ultimately shapes our destiny. See, let us just talk a little bit about this particular concept today. Every day, every single day, we make choices about how to spend our time. Whether it is working towards our goals, whether it's nurturing new or old relationships, or engaging in activities or hobbies, or simply relaxing or recharging ourselves. Each choice that we make reflects our priorities. Each choice that we make reflects our values, and each choice that we make reflects our vision for the future. So, why is it important to be mindful of how we invest our time? This is what I believe. Our time is a currency that we trade for experiences. Our time is a currency that we trade for opportunities. Our time is a currency that we trade for personal growth. Whatever we choose to prioritize, whatever we choose to focus on determines the direction of our lives, and eventually it shapes our reality. Take a moment, all right, right now as you're listening to me, take a moment to reflect on how you've been investing your time lately. Can you stop or pause this particular episode and think and ask yourself this? How have I been investing my time lately? Today, right now, as I'm listening to this tonight, what did I do with my time? This morning, what did I do the last 10 minutes, the last 15 minutes, the last 20 minutes? What did I do? The last 4 hours, what have I done? What did I invest my time in? What did I invest my attention doing? What have I been investing my time in? Ask yourself again. Are you spending your time on activities that align with your passions? Ask yourself again. Are you spending your time on activities that align with your value system? Are you spending your time on activities that align with your purpose? Are you spending your time on activities that align with your long-term goals? Or are you just allowing distractions? Are you allowing unnecessary obligations? Are you allowing irresponsible responsibilities or negative habits to consume your time and energy? Some of you are asking me, what do you mean by irresponsible responsibility? There are responsibilities that we take on ourselves that we are not meant to take on at all. You might think it's because you have the money. You might think it's because he's my brother, she's my sister. You might think, it's because they're my siblings, I have to take care of them. But I'm talking about those type of responsibilities that you don't even have the capacity to do them, but you think you are obligated to do them. Then you invest your time doing them with little to no result from them. See, you must know what you are really responsible for, or some irresponsibilities that you think you are responsible for. So ask yourself again, are you allowing distractions, obligations, irresponsible responsibilities, or negative habits to consume your time or to consume your energy? See, now, listen to me. I'm not suggesting that every moment of your life or our lives needs to be filled with goal-oriented activities or just full-time productivity. No. It is essential. All right, it is very important to balance work with play. All right, it is important to balance responsibility with leisure. I understand it is important to balance ambition with self-care. See, the key is to be intentional about how we invest our time and ensure that it aligns with our values and our aspirations. Let me repeat that. The key is to be intentional about how we invest our time. Be intentional about how you invest your time from today. Make sure that your time is spent in alignment with your values. Make sure that your time is well invested in your aspirations. So let me ask you this. How can we become more mindful about how we invest our time? I know you're asking that. How can we become more mindful about how we can ensure that our time is well invested in things that aligns with who we want to become? See, it starts with clarity. You need to have a clear vision of what you want to achieve. You need to know. Having a clear vision of what you want to achieve and who you want to become in the long run is where it starts from. Clarity of purpose, clarity of plans, clarity of goals, clarity of aspirations. You need to be clear. Do you understand me? So, do you know what you want to become in the long run? Do you know? I'm not saying do you wish. I'm not talking about your wishes. I'm not even talking about your dreams. I'm talking about knowledge here. I'm talking about knowledge. You've practically sat down and you are intentional. You've curated the type of life that you want to become, that you want to see. You've curated it. You've planned it. Detailed plans of what you want to be. Do you understand me? Do you have clarity like that? Do you have a clear vision of what you want to achieve and who you want to become in the long run? See, when we have clarity about our goals, when we have clarity about our priorities, it becomes easier to make decisions about how to invest our time. It becomes easier to make decisions on who we invest our time with. It becomes easier to make decisions on what and how and where we spend or invest our time. Another key aspect is setting boundaries. See, you need to learn how to say no to activities or commitments that do not align with your values or your goals. It's very important. See, let me tell you this. It's okay to decline the invitations, all right? It's okay to delegate those tasks. It's okay to opt out of those obligations. It's okay to stop those responsibilities. Anything that detract from your well-being, anything that take away from your personal growth, it's okay to say no. Remember this. Saying no to wrong things means saying yes to what truly matters. Let me repeat that. Saying no to wrong things means you are saying yes to what truly matters. And I need you to understand that you are not alone in this. There are times in my life where I find myself overwhelmed by commitment and obligation that do not align with my values, that do not align with my aspirations. I was constantly being busy, but I felt unfulfilled. I felt disconnected from my true purpose. It wasn't until I started being intentional, being clear about what I want for myself, about how I invested my time and prioritizing activities that align with my passion and goals, that I began to feel more fulfilled and aligned with my true self. And that is the same for you. Whatever you trade your time for, you become. Whatever it is that you trade your time for, that is who you are. Take ownership of your time and invest it in activities, invest it in relationship, in pursuits that nurture your growth, nurture your happiness, and nurture your fulfillment. Take a moment to reflect on how you you've been investing your time.